Good morning everyone, we're in Kuala Lumpur and in our last few videos we have been exploring the sights, sound and tastes of Malaysia's capital city, Kuala Lumpur.
Since then we have decided to jump out of the big city and fly over to the popular island destination of Langkawi, and in today's video we'll be exploring some of the best things you can do in this tropical paradise.
Alright, first stop of the day is the Skybridge, which is really famous here in Langkawi, and to get there we've got to hop on a cable car. I think it's going to take us about 15 minutes to get up this giant hill.
So after a beautiful walk through like the beginning part of this entire area, this SkyCab, we got tickets.
Yeah, I think it's 85 ringgits each for foreigners. I think if you're Malaysian it's cheaper.
Thank you. How green everything is. You can really see it from up here. And apparently this is the steepest cable car in the entire world.
Once my ears start popping, I'll believe it.
Yeah, you can also get different gondola cable cars, and there's like more VIP ones, and you could also get glass bottom ones, but they're like way more expensive. So
We did not do that.
no, we got budget. Okay, I think it actually is getting really steep. We're also getting really, really high, and now I can actually see a lot of the islands here around Langkawi, and the water too looks so beautiful. So far the weather is holding up. We think it's gonna rain, but later in the day, so we went right up, like early in the morning. Hopefully we get like some clear weather, no clouds up there. So fingers crossed it stays this way. So it looks like when you get to the end of the SkyCab, you actually have to buy a separate ticket for the Skybridge walking part. So it wasn't really like explained at the bottom, but we did hear about it online.
No, we'll walk. So if you have any mobility issues or like small kids or anything like that, there is like a tram that can take you, like a funicular that can take you down to the Skybridge, but we are just gonna walk because I think it's about 10 minutes. My information is correct, and I will check it when we put up this video. I'm pretty sure this is the second longest curved sky bridge in the world.
What I will say is that this bridge is a lot narrower than I expected.
Yeah. It's very breezy though.
Ooh,
so nice.
I just looked down for the first time. It's trippy?
Oh, it's trippy. Yeah.
It honestly looks like I'm looking at like broccoli. When I look down there, it's just trees everywhere. Can't even see where the ocean meets the sky. It's just sky, ocean, broccoli. Nicole?
How do we get this lucky with the weather? I honestly expected to come up here and it just be like foggy and cloudy and have wasted like 50 bucks or whatever. I feel like we're totally being spoiled today. Holy smokes. The bridge is like, I think it's like 120 meters long or something like that. And then this is the very end of it.
I actually think it's really unfair that a country could have such an amazing, vibrant capital city and then also have access to such cool, like stunning, breathtaking nature.
What do you mean it's unfair?
I don't know, I just feel like you really can't have it all, you know? But so far Malaysia, I feel like is delivering on like the futuristic and advanced and at the same time like nature. So we're trying to get down from the gondola now, and we gotta pass through a group of monkeys. I don't know what do you call a group of monkeys, but
Family.
they're cute.
I don't actually know what they're called.
But the closer and the more there are that come to you, they get far less cuter.
There's a bunch of signs here that say don't feed the monkeys, so I actually don't think they're used to getting food from people. I mean, I hope not.
Yeah.
But they're definitely around. They're like eating ants off of the floor and stuff.
They're kind of cute.
They actually are pretty cute. Don't come this way. Oh, nope, that's a nope. That's a nope. That's a nope. So this trip to Langkawi is looking awesome, but it was also so much work to research, plan, and organize. So we wanted to share an extraordinary travel resource. It's called Magic, your very own personal AI travel assistant and the sponsor of today's video. Magic can get you started with a personalized itinerary by finding you the best activities, restaurants, and attractions. Magic takes care of all your travel needs, from crafting the perfect itinerary to booking your dream accommodations and answering all of your burning travel questions. It is completely free with no paid plans or extra fees. It actually feels a little unfair that we didn't know about Magic when planning our own trip to Langkawi. Magic thoroughly reviews hotels by analyzing descriptions and user reviews, ensuring you have all the information you need before you make a reservation. With Magic, every time you book a trip or share the Magic with friends, you earn Elixir, which is Magic's exclusive rewards program. And when it's time to embark on your next adventure, you can use your accumulated Elixir to get discounts of between 5 and 40% off anything you book. You can try out Magic for free by clicking the link down in the description box below. Now let's get back to Langkawi. Like Uber, just to the Skybridge, that alone would have cost us 20 ringgit just one way. So we're definitely winning in the transportation department today.
Well, that was a very beautiful drive, and it's scorching, so I'm glad we were actually on the bike, because I think that actually gave us a little bit of breeze to cool us down.
Oh, hot.
We've made it to Tamarun Waterfalls, which is a very famous waterfalls here in Langkawi. It's like only 15 minutes drive, like away from the cable cars, and I've heard it's a small-ish walk through the forest, and then we get to the waterfalls.
Gonna get to a beautiful waterfall. Hopefully there's water in it, because I mean it's been pretty dry.
I'm actually really surprised that there's not many people here. There was only like one other car in the parking lot.
I don't see a waterfall.
There's no waterfall. I can see a little stream right there. You can just picture it, just like spraying down here. You can feel the mist in your face as the waterfall is cooling you down.
You know what? It's a darn nice rock, okay?
It's kind of funny, but there's no waterfall here.
Doesn't matter, waterfall or no waterfall. I am so hot. We're getting in.
Because the pool here looks amazing. The color looks so beautiful.
Yeah, and they say there's no snakes, so we keep getting in.
So that was a really nice pre-swim, but we've driven 3 minutes away to an actual beach this time, where we can get into the water and finally feel the Malaysian sand on our feet for the first time. I have no idea why they call it Sandy Skulls Beach. I'm sure there's an actual Malaysian name for this beach, but I gotta say, this is so beautiful.
I've missed beaches so much.
I know.
Philippines, where were you?
I feel like we've been in a couple cities recently.
Yeah.
And we've really got spoiled in the Philippines, and I was just kind of craving that beach again. And here we are in Malaysia.
It's pretty good.
With some beautiful blue water. I can't believe this day we're having.
I know, the weather's so good.
Oh, this is absolutely magical. I'm so excited to be on an island again, enjoying tropical paradise.
Langkawi.
Langkawi is like really living up to its name right now. It's really nice. Woo. We are on a salty ocean again. I think this is the Strait of Malacca still.
Whatever it is.
I'm not really sure.
It's like turquoise and it's gorgeous.
Yeah, the water is so, like the color of it is so cool.
Also,
it's beautiful.
This beach is really tiny. It's much smaller than I expected. But somehow there's still not a lot of people on it.
I can't believe it. Yeah, there's like not very many people here.
I once read on someone's blog that like if you want the beaches of Thailand without the Thai crowds, come here.
Oh, I have heard that as well.
So far, I mean, this is pretty epic.
Yeah.
So the only downside to the Sandy Skulls Beach is that there was absolutely nothing around in terms of amenities. Like, not even a drink in sight, not even water.
So we've headed back to town where we're staying, which is Pantai Cenang. It's the beach that we're on now as well. That's the same, has the same name. And there's a lot more amenities here.
On this beach here, if you really wanted to, there's tons of water sports that you could do. We see people parasailing. You can rent those like skidoos or sea-doos.
And you can do like the banana boats too. And
yeah, there's like lots of like sunset tours that you can do on boats, like all sorts of stuff. They're a little bit pricey, but if you're interested in water sports, there's tons you can do along this beach.
Pantai Cenang is where most people stay when going to Langkawi. It's like kind of like the biggest, most like vibing, bumping beach here on the entire island.
And it's got all the restaurants and stuff. So
we've already had a great beach time. We're just gonna relax with our ice cream bubble tea, and hopefully enjoy sunset.
Arguably the most popular excursion to do here in Langkawi is to go and check out the mangroves that are nearby. This is something that Meek and I really wanted to do. The trouble is, as we were researching what company to go with, all we could find were companies who actually feed the wildlife. That seems to be really common here, and it's really not something that we're interested in. But we managed to find a company called Dev's Adventure Tours who have a much bigger focus on the environment, and they definitely do not feed the wildlife. So today we are going kayaking through the mangroves with them.
So we've officially entered the Kilim Geoforest National Park, which is a really cool park here in Langkawi. It has a ton of mangroves and lagoons and this beautiful saltwater river system. We've arrived on this like small little floating restaurant and we're getting ready to start packing up our kayaks to hit the water.
This is so cool. It's like all the big boats are just going along this big canal, and we just tucked into it feels like an alley. I feel like we just went into like a water alley. So beautiful, you guys. It's so peaceful here. Like I feel like I just like went into like our own little mini world. And we're just like tucked into the mangroves, just our group. Like it's so good.
He says that the tide here on the river system can actually vary by like up to 3 meters
in a day.
In a day, so that maybe later on today we might not even see some of these roots, but right now it's pretty low, so we can see the base of the mangroves and the roots. And
this is so cool.
It's just kind of neat to be just navigating around the different routes, and it could change in an hour. I can't believe Langkawi has something like this. I was expecting only beaches, but all of a sudden,
to be honest,
where to think of it?
We came for beaches.
We did. I didn't realize.
We were like, this is so cool.
This is awesome.
This is hard, man. Like I feel like I just need it just changes directions every like few feet. Like that.
The fine navigation skills are much more important inside the mangroves.
Yeah, like I don't need to be able to paddle hard, which is great, but like you need to like somehow be able to direct a kayak.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That was really good.
A little tight here.
So very tight here.
So we're coming up to the point of the tour now where we can see some eagles in the wild. That's a really big draw to Langkawi, and if you look up Langkawi online, you'll see a lot of like eagle-related stuff.
Like mascots even and stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Langkawi mascot. And the reason for that is there are a lot of wild eagles here, and they're beautiful to look at. We're gonna see if we can get a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Hopefully get a couple cool shots with the camera. They're moving pretty quick, so I don't know how that's gonna go.
So Jan, our guide, was just telling us that the reason there's so many eagles right here is because this is known as like the eagle feeding area. So a lot of the boats come and they chuck chicken skins in the water, which is really bad for the eagles and actually for their eggs that they make. It makes the shell really thin and they actually don't survive. So obviously Dev's Adventure Tours doesn't engage in that. I guess some of the guides also have started to throw fish in the water, which is at least part of the eagle's natural diet, but that's why there are so many eagles here. If you are coming to Langkawi, we highly recommend that you spend some time hanging out in the mangroves. It's a really cool way to experience the diversity of Langkawi. We've really enjoyed our day. If you guys want to book the same tour that we did, we'll put a link down in the description to Dev's Adventure Tours so you can book the exact same kayaking trip that we did. Now, I think it's time for lunch and then on to the last activity of the day.
Alright, so well, tonight is an example of how things don't always go your way when traveling. We did have plans to go see an awesome night market tonight here in Langkawi. There are a few that happen all over the island.
Yeah.
I think at least one per night in different places around the island. But the one that we were going to wasn't going to happen tonight. So
It was closed.
Yeah.
So that was very unfortunate.
So
we're not bringing you there anymore.
No, so we just ended up getting some nice local food at in Pantai Cenang here on the main strip. And yeah, I think we're just going to eat the food and end the vlog here.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed seeing all of the best things to do here in Langkawi. And we will catch you guys in the next one.
Thanks for watching.